Hey, Pat.
Hey, how's it going?
What'd we do today?
I went to work.
What'd we do a little while ago after work?
Zeroed in your Rost Martin
Yes.
with your red dot.
Yes, had a little RDS, wasn't quite on.
Yeah.
Why wasn't it on? Because I didn't use any Vibertite on it when I mounted it and it came loose last week, right?
Yeah, because we were looking at it and it was like, well, I think I found your problem.
Yeah. Got that fixed. I think it's still tight. Got her zeroed in. Shot pretty good.
Yeah.
So, hey, this is the Rost Martin. Clear, nothing in it. You gotta show everybody that, right?
Yeah.
But this is the compensated model. And this is the actual compensated model. The actual one. The one you're gonna show is probably not available.
No.
But anyway, got a little TLRX on it. I like the flashlight, good enough. It's not really a flashlight for me. It just helps tame the flip a little bit.
Yeah.
Got a primary arms optic. I don't know what it is, $160 worth, whatever. But, like I said, my only complaints with it is there's no click adjustments. You just have to judge how far you've turned the deal,
And it's an Allen wrench and not your typical.
Yeah, so you have to carry an Allen wrench with you when you do the work with it. But other than that, hey, I got, 250 rounds on this now, maybe over the last week and a half. I don't know how long I've had that on, but, gun's wearing in, trigger's getting smoother, and the trigger wasn't bad when it was new. It's getting better. This is a pretty darn good shooting little gun. They're snappy.
Yeah, they are.
They're snappy, but like I said, that flashlight helps a little bit. But yeah, you got to get on the grip with this thing. You got to stay on it. Grip angle for me, point's just a little high. When you say the dot comes from 12 to 6, I mean, it comes from 12, way up at 12, yes, to 6.
High noon.
But, once you get used to that, other than that, I've been very impressed with the gun. The Rost Martin people are awesome to work with.
Yeah, they are. From first meeting them at SHOT Show.
Yeah, from everything.
Shipping and everything.
Yeah, and the way they run their business and everything's spot on. I'm really impressed with the company. Hoping to get them up here to, do a spin up for their marketing team. And they said they're coming up on show season and they're interested in doing something like that. So that'd be cool. But anyway, I'm happy enough. I'm enjoying playing with the gun. Let's see how yours is set up.
This is not currently available, but what I did with mine was I love FDE. So I switched out and got my FDE. Here, let me see yours.
When we did these, we got 2 FDEs, 2 greens, a gray, and then the blacks in the compensated models.
Yeah. And
that slide went right on that with the FDE. Pat got what he wanted. So I'm not quite the diva. I don't really have to have, exact everything that I want. But anyway, so yeah, good setup. You got any comments on yours so far?
No, not really. I haven't had a chance to play with mine as much. And they even recommended your holster, didn't they?
Yeah, Black Scorpion holsters. That's who they've been using. I just needed something to tote it around with on the range, and so they're that medium priced, medium to lower priced range on the holsters, and it came in like 3 days.
Yeah.
So, no arguments with that at all. Plenty good serviceability and everything for it. They have the inside the pants one too. I just wanted something for that maybe in a CCH class or something. If I loaned it out, you know what I mean, be easy for somebody to use.
100%. And it like we had said before, it's got a loaded indicator, which really reminds me of
the Springfield Armory, isn't it?
No, the Canic.
Oh,
with the red dot at the back to let you know that it's the loaded indicator.
Yeah.
So
anyway, keep your eyes open. We're going to be releasing a raffle for Resolute Ranch. We're hoping to do it in conjunction with a big announcement. If that comes through. So
can you grab me one of those stop boxes right there, Charlie?
All our giveaways this year, whether it's in a class, whether it's for concealed carry, or whether it's a raffle, it's going to come with a Rost Martin. They won't be the compensated models, but it's going to come with a Rost Martin, and it's going to come with a stop box, standard black stop box. But yep, you know, so stop box gave us a pretty good deal at SHOT Show. I don't remember what the standard code is on it, but they gave us a pretty good deal at SHOT Show. So Rost Martin gave us a pretty good deal at SHOT Show for promotional items and stuff like that. So we're real happy to be working. You know, like, we don't represent these companies or anything, but you know, they really helped us out a lot, and we're certainly, the stop box has a place in the home. You know, it's not a safe. You know what I mean? It's not but it has a place in the home. It has a place in the vehicle. You can cable that thing down. You know, can somebody get into it? I'm sure somebody can break into it with enough time, but it's not going to let a kid into it right away. It's not going to let a burglar into it right away.
It's not going to be a snatch and grab out of your vehicle.
Right, exactly.
It's also got a place for travel too, like we talked about before.
Yeah, you said that. We can lock that up and use that for a TSA travel box, right? Yep, cool. I didn't know that either, but yep, good stuff. Announcements coming. Hey, hit us up. Take a concealed carry course this year. Your name goes in a hat to win a freaking Rost Martin, man. Get in a raffle.
With a stop box too?
With a stop box, absolutely. Yep. We got a couple shooting courses coming up. We got old group coming up. Hey, if you're an ex-cop or a cop, ex-cop, military, veteran, emergency services, retired emergency services, or you're alumni of Defense Midwest, get signed up. You win a freaking Rost Martin and a stop box, you know?
And it's all about camaraderie. This ain't about running and gunning. This is about having fun.
Yeah, in fact, like old group and probably Warrior Challenge this year, the gun's not going to the top shot.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, we're going to have another way to, and you know, points don't matter, and you know, your answers, you know, but we're going to have another way of giving it. In other words, every single person that comes is going to have an equal chance of winning that, but it's not going to just be a drawing either. Yeah,
and if you come to old group this year, you might get some Prohibition style bourbon
Prohibition bourbon, if we can get Buffalo Trace to come through, Yep.
The other classes we got, stay tuned. I'm trying to put stuff out about our upcoming classes. We're really excited about some of the stuff we're doing this year, as far as 2-day rifle classes and 2-day pistol classes, I believe.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to build and not be stagnant with our classes and have the same thing every year. So that way, if you took a class last year and come back this year, it's going to be something different, and it's going to build upon maybe something that you did last year, but also offer new things in those classes.
And if you're a new shooter, or your wife or your girlfriend, or you know, a child of an appropriate age or whatever, we have one of those classes coming up here real soon too, an introduction class, you know, just nice, easy pace, you know, laid back, you know, a good opportunity to get some rounds downrange for somebody that's not super familiar with fire, with a handgun. It's going to be a handgun introduction class. But
has Valentine's Day already hit?
I think Valentine's Day was over in February, my friend.
Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking. No, it was Easter that's in April. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Easter's over too. Okay. That was last weekend
so
too.
Anyways, what I was going to say.
That's all right, Pat.
We've got a couples class coming up too that you guys can check out. You know, and maybe, you know, we've seen it happen before. Whenever you think you know how to shoot, and your wife comes out here and outshoots you.
It happens.
Ask Jeremy. I'm not going to say his last name.
And you know, the good thing about it is, if it happens, we'll never bring it up again either.
No, Jeremy, we won't.
Yeah, except I guess we brought. Okay, maybe we will. I don't know. Anyway, you got anything else, Patrick?
Nope, I think that's it.
Yep. So Rost Martin project's coming along. I'm enjoying my red dot, my flashlight on it. Fun project to play with. You know what I mean? Perfectly, in my opinion, perfectly serviceable concealed carry or home defense weapon.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, you don't have to spend $800-900 on a handgun to defend yourself with. You know, you certainly can, and you know, that's fine. But these little guns will do the work. So anyway, if you want to shoot one, give us a holler. You can come shoot ours and see what you think. Yep. All right. We're out.